Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be ranking the Star Wars films along with Rogue One and Solo: Star Wars Story. Now, straight away I'm going to tell you, mine is not going to be what you expect. Mine is very, very different from the sort of the general consensus, general people out there who rank these films. I'm going to say it, Empire Strikes Back is always everyone's number one. It's not my number one. Far from number one. Now, I want to just make it known that I'm ranking these based on my own personal opinion. And it's not based on the story and how well the story's been made and so on. It's just purely to do with my enjoyment of these films, how much I can re-watch them, how much joy and excitement and feel and emotion and just in pure happiness I get out of watching these films. It could be to do with the art style, it could be to do with the music, it could be to do with the modernisation of it, it could be to do with the old schoolness of it. Let's just get straight into it. My least favourite Star Wars film. My least favourite is Attack of the Clones. Although it's got this amazing sequence, which is just awesome to look at design-wise, from design perspective, it looks amazing. All the design of the clones and everything. And although it's got that amazing side storyline with Obi-Wan, sort of his like old school noir detective part of the film, we're trying to work things out, which I love about this film. I love that part about this film. The Anakin and Padme story is unbelievable. It's weedy, it's cringy, That's why this is the lowest of the films for me. While it has some amazing things, and by the way, all these films for me are 10 out of 10. It's like someone asking me, okay, what would you give 10.1 points to? And what would you give 10.2 and 10.3? These are all outstanding films in my opinion, because I love them dearly to my heart, but this is my least favourite one. My next least favourite, in 10th position, is The Last Jedi. I was not a fan of this film. When I first saw this film, I left the cinema very, very disappointed. I was shocked by some of the decisions they'd made. I didn't agree with the decisions. I didn't agree with how Luke was. Now, since seeing the film again, and since having seen The Rise of Skywalker, which had to kind of tie up a lot of loose ends to make this film more loved among the fans, I enjoy it more having seen Rise of Skywalker and seeing it more again. But it's got the Canto bite scene, which I can't stand. It's got the Finn storyline, which I can't stand. I mean, this is very close to being my least favourite, actually, more think about it. But the Padme Anakin story just, really winds me up. It's just so cheesy where it's done. This is just, it has some amazing scenes, but even like the lightsaber scene in the throne room, it's good. It's okay. It's not my favourite by any means. It's just a lot of stuntmen waiting to be hit with a lightsaber. It doesn't feel fast. Best lightsaber sequence, I'll tell you about later on, for my opinion. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of this. Great sequences in it, great visuals. Some of the cinematography is really, really good. Some of the music's fantastic. When he walks out and create amazing music. But yeah, not my favourite. My next least favourite, in 9th position, is Solo: A Star Wars Story. I was unsure where to put this film. I find this a really enjoyable film. I really enjoy it. I have real fun with this film. I felt it lacked one or two extra set pieces in the film. It could have really benefited from two more big set pieces of action. I thought Alden Ehrenreich as Harrison Ford, as Han Solo, was brilliant. Lando Calrissian was brilliant. All the characters are great. It's just the fact, I think it's not this, I was going to say it's this low in my ranking, but it's where it is just because, like I said, it's just lacking just something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a change of directorship throughout the film. I don't know, but yeah, I really love this film. I love the humour. I love the adventure. I'm a big fan of adventure films, and this felt like an adventure film. Next place, I have Phantom Menace. I really love this film. Maybe because I was a kid when I first saw it. Maybe it's because I love the art style. Maybe it's because I just love the design of all the droids and everything. I love the planet hopping. I just love this film. And maybe it's because, in my opinion, it has the best lightsaber fight scene. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul. Especially once Qui-Gon has just been killed and that gate opens up and Obi-Wan rushes in, and the speed and ferocity of that lightsaber sequence with him and Darth Maul is just freaking awesome. And the music, I mean, gives me chills just thinking about it. So yeah, this is my next place. Next is Return of the Jedi. So I felt bad putting some of the originals as low as they are, but I've got to be honest with myself. What ones do I enjoy? I adore these films. These are in my blood, the original trilogy. I watched the rent these out on video from the local video store so much, so often. And it's not because it's aged, it's just because I prefer some of the other films for their reasons. But this film is utterly brilliant. It's just where it is because I'm not a fan of the Ewok sequences. As a kid, I loved it. As I'm older, not so much. It just lacks. I mean, it's got a fantastic first half with freeing Han Solo from Carbonite from Jabba the Hutt, and all that sequence is brilliant. Leia dressed up and everything. I meant, well, I suppose in the bikini, and I meant as in dressed up as a bounty hunter. Both are great. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great film. It just doesn't have that impact that I suppose the other two did. But again, love all these films. It's just a place where it is. Revenge of the Sith is my next film. Love this film. It's so good. The beginning is amazing. It's like a 20 or 30 minute one long action sequence in space with lightsaber battles and fighter jets and just starfighters, and just awesome. I love how grown up Anakin is in this. His acting is fantastic compared to Attack of the Clones. He's getting really dark. He's very good at playing that dark character. I like seeing him become darker and darker throughout the film. I really enjoyed the execution of Order 66. So that's filmed really well. And this film is a great film. If you ever said to yourself, what Star Wars film has it all in? This is one of the films that has everything you can think of Star Wars is in this, really, a lot of it. So yeah, great film. Next, yes, it's this early in my ranking. The Empire Strikes Back. I'm sorry, it's still very high. It's a fantastic film. It's got most probably the best twist in cinema history with Luke and Vader. It's got the amazing AT-AT scene, or AT-AT scene on Hoth. You've got the incredible scene just on Cloud City. You've got obviously Yoda. It's got some amazing sequences in it. I missed having them all together. I missed having Luke and Han and Leia all together like you got in the first film. I just missed that a lot. You got a little bit more in Return of the Jedi, but yeah, I just missed that. And that's why it's placed where it is. I want the gang back together, and I didn't get it. But it's still an incredible film. Absolute masterpiece. Really set the floor shaking with its special and visual effects. Incredible film. Next is The Rise of Skywalker. This film for me, I'll tell you why I loved it. I'm a fan of the Indiana Jones style adventure, quest, country hopping, or in this case planet hopping films, and this delivered. You went to so many different planets, you went to see so many different things. It was a quest to find that, to find this, to do that. It had some amazing sequences in it, beautiful special effects. It had the return and the implementation of the Emperor being the overarching villain in the entire thing. I liked that. I enjoyed the story. I really felt this was a really great way to finish the saga. People hate this film. People love this film. Again, it's opinions. You have what you like what you like for whatever reason. Absolutely just really enjoyed this film. I loved it. I had such a blast with this film. So in the top 3 now, in 3rd place, Rogue One. Might be a surprise entry to some people, but I cannot now imagine watching Star Wars A New Hope without this film. It feels wrong watching A New Hope without watching this recently beforehand. It feels out of place when I now read the blurb and the rolling credits at the beginning of A New Hope. And when it mentions stuff, you're like, I know what that is. I know what that is now. I've seen those events take place. And certain things are said, and you're like, I get what Darth Vader's saying says when he says, you know, where are those plans? You get what he's on about. That you intercepted. It wasn't just like where those plans you've hidden you found. That you intercepted, and they took those words from Darth Vader and made it into a film. And what a film. Music is incredible. The action at the end is like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, maybe an hour, just pure Star Wars flight action. If you ever wanted to see like an aerial battle, sort of Battle of Britain style film in Star Wars, this is it. You know, it was such a good film, great cast. The fact that they were ruthless with the characters and didn't just let them stay alive for the sake of it, they killed them off, was amazing. Great film. I adore it, and I get the chills whenever I watch this film and hear that music come through. In second place, I have The Force Awakens, a film that's hated by a lot of people, but I love it. Why do I love it? Yeah, it is a remash or rehash of A New Hope. Why do I love it? I love A New Hope, as you can most probably guess by now. So for me was like a modernisation, a remix, a New Hope 2.0 for the young kids who have never seen Star Wars to get into Star Wars. It was a safety net for them to bring back Star Wars to a modern audience while taking risks, but not too many risks. I adore this film for the comedy, for the fact that all the group are together throughout the film. I love it for the visuals are beautiful, very digital, clean look to it. I love the attention to detail. The action is astounding in this film. The pacing, everything. It's just a fantastic film. And we see the original three come back, Luke, Leia and Han. Wonderful. Love it. And so you've most probably guessed what's in first place. In first place is A New Hope, the film that started it all. And it's not number one just for that reason, for that reason you should say it is. It's because I adore this film. I know every word in this film. I know every shot in this film. I know every bit of music that comes in this film. I love origin stories, and what an origin story to start it all. You've got these guys, and you've got this guy, and you've just... And for me, one of my favourite bits in cinema history is in this film, which is when Luke is going down the trench, and you know that moment he just hears Obi-Wan Kenobi speaking to him, and he turns off his little targeting system. And when that music just kicks in, at that very point he just turns off his targeting system, it goes... When that music kicks in right there, from the moment that moment there until they blow it up, is the most exhilarating thing I've ever seen in cinema, up there with things like Mad Max Fury Road. This is top spot. Love this film. So special. Started off, George Lucas direction, George Lucas vision, masterpiece. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope you liked to hear my own opinion and views of these films and why I've put them where I have. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.